Is this better? Dang, what do I do? What do I do? I'm gonna assume this is better. If it's not, I apologize in advance. I'm excited to film this video. I got Starbucks after school, by the way. I don't really like coffee, but yeah, I'm really excited to film this video. I have always looked for videos just like this one, but I could never find any that were like realistic, if that makes sense. Today's video is how to survive high school, advice from a senior. So yes guys, I am a senior in high school. As of right now, it is January 10th. My last day of school is May 9th and I graduate May 16th. Guys, this is my outfit for school. I only have 2 classes a day, so some days I dress up like really well, and then some days I literally wear pajamas. I have always looked for videos like this and I could never find ones that I could relate to, or I felt like the YouTuber, like whoever was making the video, understood what I needed to know, if that makes sense. I wrote down a list of advice and like tips that I've accumulated over my 4 years of high school so far. For preference, I started high school in 2019. I was a freshman. I went to a technical school, technical education, which is basically I had to apply to this school, like a county school, and if my grades were good enough, I got selected for an interview. I had to interview at like the age of 14 to get into this school that everybody talked about. Like, it was a huge school. A lot of people applied to get in. I applied for the Multimedia Academy, which is basically video editing, photography, all things multimedia, and I got in. My freshman year started off pretty decently, you know, going to a new school. I didn't really know anybody. But then COVID hit. So my freshman year was cut very short, and then sophomore year I did half hybrid, half in school. That was miserable. Sophomore year was one of the worst years of high school. I can literally say that, like, it was probably one of the worst years. And then junior year I met my best friend. We went to the same high school like since freshman year, but we didn't really know each other. And then junior year we met, and that was the best year. She was my only friend in school. I can literally say this, she was my only friend. But literally my one friend, like having her made that year the best year of high school. And honestly, it wasn't even that good of a year. Not to be a pessimist or anything, but like, school sucks. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, school literally sucks. When you're going through school and you're going through the stress of school, personal life, like growing up, it sucks. It literally does. I'm just gonna be for real. For me, it was not good. After junior year, I moved to Florida from where I lived up north. And now senior and sophomore year are tied for the worst years of high school for me. Senior year, let me tell you, if you've moved from schools, you definitely know how difficult it is to fit in and make friends. Especially being a senior, moving to a pretty big school in a very populated area that had all these kids that already like knew their friend groups and had went through like all the motions of meeting people, you know what I mean? Really tough. I've had a tough year. Not trying to like get sympathy or anything, but like, if you guys knew what I have been through this year with people, with school, with like personal problems. I get migraine headaches when I'm stressed, and I was very stressed this year, so I've been getting migraines like 4 times a week. It's not the best. But I have about, I think, 4 months left, 4 or 5. So I'm very excited to be leaving high school. But yeah, okay, that was a long introduction. Over the years, I have just realized a bunch of things that I wish I knew before going into high school. And I wish people had told me while I was in high school. So I'm just gonna give you guys some advice. This is a chill video. Sit back, grab something to eat or drink, and let me help you out. I'm gonna have categories set for each topic that I'm gonna talk about. The first topic that I'll talk about is, we'll start easy, schoolwork. When I tell you, I understand, listen, out of anybody in the world, I understand how stressful school can be. I suck at math. I literally stink at math. Ever since I think the 4th grade, I've gone to extra credit classes. I would take these extra help classes for math. It's very difficult for me. So I understand stress. With stress comes health problems. I get severe migraines to the point of like, I cannot do anything. They're terrible. So I understand how stressful school can be. My advice for that is manage your time. I know everybody everybody says that. Everybody and their mothers will say, don't procrastinate, don't do this, like get your work done on time. I am a procrastinator. I procrastinate so much. And I take virtual math now, like I take math online, and I still procrastinate because yeah. No, but don't procrastinate. You don't have to do your work the day you get it. I know people have lives outside of school. Just don't leave it till the last day it's due. Don't do that. Anybody will tell you that. Don't leave your work till the last day it's due, because I'm telling you, the stress is not worth it. Get it done even a day before. Try to get it done. I'm telling you, it'll help your life out so much if you just sit down, like make a designated time to sit down, get motivated, maybe a few minutes before, get a snack, play some like motivational music to get you like hyped up, I don't know. Just do something that'll get you motivated to get your assignments done, whatever it may be, and manage your time in a way where you're not just cramming all your assignments in one night. Get things done and prioritize your assignments by not only importance, so like if you have a whole English essay due and then a small art assignment, like if they're due on the same day, don't spend your night cramming for the art assignment. Do the English. Do what's more important. Is that making sense? I don't know. Moral of the story, manage your time, don't procrastinate. The next piece of advice for schoolwork is, it is not the end of the world if you fail an assignment, if you don't do an assignment, whatever. I started high school off thinking, oh, my work has to be proofread 3 times over, it has to be perfect, I have to make sure like I get it in on time. If I don't get it in on time, I'm a failure. Be for real. I used to do that, and I used to overstress myself so much thinking like, I need to get it in, I need to do it, blah, blah, blah. And then I'd see people putting in like 50% effort and getting the exact same grade that I got. That clicked for me, like something in me clicked. School's important, don't get me wrong, but don't overstress yourself and try to be the biggest overachiever. It's not worth it. It's not worth your stress. It's not worth you missing out on life just to like cram for school. Do you get what I mean? It's not worth it. It just is not. I'm definitely a product of COVID. I became the biggest procrastinator ever. I was a procrastinator before. After COVID, I barely did any of my assignments. During COVID, I did my assignments. I would cheat on all of them, but I still did them. But after COVID, like even now, I see myself this year doing assignments the day before they're due. It's really not good because that's not how real life works. You have to get your stuff done in a timely manner. But just know, it's not the end of the world if you miss one assignment. Talk to your teacher if it's like a serious issue. Usually they'll be understanding, you know what I mean? Just manage your time, get it done. It's not the end of the world if you don't get it done. Okay, next topic. This one's kind of ties into schoolwork. Teachers. This is what I wrote in my notes. Try to find one teacher or adult you trust and low-key can be friends with. Out of all your teachers, I know, at least for me, every class was a different teacher. You're meeting new teachers every year, and you're also meeting new staff members. Just try. So find at least one adult that you can trust and like be buddy-buddy with, you know what I mean? It's going to make you enjoy school so much more. I met some of my favorite teachers junior year, and I miss them so much because I don't live there anymore. For example, one of my favorite teachers, his name is Mr. Gill. That class is where I met my best friend, and now we're still best friends. But in that class, it was physics. Physics is, if you know physics, is math. It's a difficult topic to learn. Not only is it difficult, I slacked because I just didn't care to learn. Like, I don't care about physics. But my teacher, him and I were literally best friends. Like the 3 of us, my best friend, him and I, literally best friends. I didn't do in that class. I didn't. I literally never did anything in that class. But outside of class, I would skip gym. I would literally skip my gym class and go and sit with Mr. Gelb and just talk to him for like the entire like 80 minutes I had class. Find a teacher that you enjoy and that you trust. It'll make your life so much easier. Teachers are going through life too, and they also have been through high school. Most of the time, they'll know what you're going through and they'll understand. All right, next topic. Oh, this one's a big one. Friends. I'm gonna just start off by saying people suck. You heard me. You heard me. People suck. I'm sure you all remember some time where you trusted someone that was your friend and they did you wrong. It doesn't stop at high school, so it's gonna happen throughout your entire life. All the way into adulthood, you're always gonna deal with people that are petty, that are immature, that haven't honestly grown the up. It's just life. And one of the main things that kind of helped me get through like dealing with like fake friends and like dealing with like honestly crazy people. When I moved down here, let me tell you, there were friends that I started off the year with that have literally turned out to be lunatics. People in your life are gonna be crazy no matter what, and they're gonna make you think that you did something wrong. Unless it's a valid reason, you just gotta understand, like, life moves on. People move on, people come in waves to be a part of one point in your life and then move on. Your high school friends most likely will not be your forever friends. I'm sorry to say, it is very difficult to find friends at the beginning of high school and stay friends with them throughout 4 years of high school, but also throughout life. You still have college to go through. The chances of you finding people that like match your energy in high school and then will also match your energy when you grow up is just, it's unrealistic. Friend groups are fake. Let me just be for real. There is no way a friend group is healthy at all. Personally, and every friend group I've been in, it's not worked out in its own ways. There's drama, there's talking. I don't think friend groups are good. Personally, what I've seen works the best for me is I have a bunch of people from so many different areas of my life, and they're all still my close friends, but they don't really like know each other. I find that that works the best. Having people from all over, like in different parts of your life that you're close with, but they don't know each other. I find that that works the best, in my opinion. Don't intermingle your close friends. Intermingling friends just doesn't work. I don't suggest it. Remember that people are unpredictable. You can be super close with someone, and I'm saying this from personal experience, have no problems for months, and then you could say something that rubs them the wrong way, pisses them off, and that person will try to ruin your reputation. High school sucks, guys. It really does. This is good advice. You shouldn't have to feel like you're walking on eggshells around your friends. If you're trying to censor what you're saying because you think they might find it offensive, do you really want to be friends with that person? Like, and I'm telling you, don't do friends of convenience. Not only do you feel kind of about it, you feel like you're kind of using this person to get what you want. At the end of the day, it's not gonna work out. Problems are probably gonna emerge from it. Like, let's be for real. Do you feel good about yourself, like using this friend just because you're lonely at school? Just stay lonely at school. When I would tell people like, oh yeah, I don't have a lot of friends at school, most people would tell me, just go out, just join clubs, just make friends. I know it's not that simple. It's literally not that simple. I have gone out of my way so many times to make friends. I was myself and I put myself out there and I try to make friends with people, and people just will always screw you over no matter what. You see it with celebrities, you see it with just about anybody. People will use you to bring themselves up, and then they'll claim, oh, you're my friend, you're my close friend. And the second they don't need you, or the second they find like an excuse to drop you, they will do it. And if they're really people, they're gonna tell other people, oh, I just used that person the entire time. That happened to me. Like, what? Like, it literally drives me insane that people are like this. There are good people out there. Let me say that really quickly. There are good people out there. They're just very difficult to find. Which leads me into my next topic. This one I'm very passionate about, actually. You have to learn to love being alone. When you are going through high school and you're losing friends and you're being alone and you're experiencing new things and you're going to new places, you're going to be alone. You have to learn to just love yourself and love being alone. Like, okay, example. I'm not talking like you walk into a classroom and you're like this. You know what I mean? Like, walk with confidence. Confidence is key. The second I got confidence, even if I didn't feel necessarily confident, like, look what I'm wearing today. I would say a good chunk of people wouldn't feel confident in this. But you have to just present yourself as the most confident, hottest person in the room. Walk into class, back straight, good posture, no phone. Don't be on your phone texting, like that's so stupid. It makes you look like you're hiding from the rest of the world. One of the biggest pieces of advice I could give you is romanticize your life. Even if you're not confident, pretend you are, fake it till you make it. If I'm ever listening to music and I'm walking to class, I'm pretending I'm in a movie, no matter what. I'm walking to the beat of that music, I'm living back straight, you know. I'm always portraying a sense of confidence. Learn to love being alone. I'm telling you, it's gonna help you so much, not just throughout high school, but throughout your entire life. You're gonna love the fact that you can be alone and you can be comfortable with your solitude. Find peace in being alone. Don't be friends with people just to have someone there. Obviously, converse with people and talk to people. You're gonna have to do that in your life, but be comfortable being alone. My next topic is gonna be about your personal life and your social life. For your personal life, stay true to yourself. If you like something that other people find weird, okay, let them find it weird. Don't stop liking it just because someone's like, oh, that's weird. Ew. People will call you weird for just about anything. I got called weird for reading. I've had a few people come up to me and be like, oh, you read romance books? What a weirdo. Why are you saying that? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Don't go out of your way to make someone feel like about what they like. You know what I mean? You like what you like. Be comfortable with that. Be comfortable with the fact that you like what you like. Don't change for anyone. It makes me so upset to see people that have changed their whole personalities just to fit in. The right people will accept you for all of your weirdness and your quirks and everything. Just don't hate on people for what they like and stay true to yourself. So now for social life. I'm gonna talk about a few things in this category. First off, relationships. Don't do it in high school. Don't. Maybe you're going through a breakup or something and you're like, he was the love of my life, she was the love of my life, like I'm never gonna find anybody else. I'm assuming most of the people are young watching this video. There's like 8 billion people in the world. I'm gonna give it to you straight, older sister, mean style. That person was literally nothing compared to what you're gonna go through in the future. That person is such a small part in your life. There's just gonna be so many more people out there, and I know it sucks, but time heals everything. I fully believe that 100%. Time heals everything. Take it as a learning experience, figure out what you like and what you dislike in a person, and move on. People's preferences change in who they like and what they want in a person. What you want freshman year of high school or even sophomore year of high school, junior year is not what you're gonna want when you're 30. It's just a fact. Honestly, high school is just experimenting. There is such a slim chance that the person that you're madly in love with in high school is who you're gonna end up with in the future. I hope that wasn't like too mean. But I'm trying to give it to you straight here. Like, not only that, relationships come with so much stress. But in high school, there's just so much like petty drama. Do relationships if you want. I personally don't suggest it unless you really trust that person. Don't go from guy to guy to guy just because you're sad or you're lonely and you feel like, oh, I need someone. Soon you'll figure out I don't need a guy or a girl to fill this void in my life. But yeah, relationships, don't do it, honestly. And that kind of brings me into my next topic, work. If you're of age to work, I would say try to do it. In my opinion, at a young age, you should start saving. Try to work in high school. I know it's hard. People's schedules, stress, your age is definitely a big part of it. I would say if you can get a job and you have the time for it, definitely do it and definitely save and budget your money. You're gonna thank yourself so far in the future. You're gonna get more responsibilities as you grow up and you're gonna wish you had that money. Do extracurriculars. Participate in fun school activities. Do what you want to do. You don't know. You might have a lot of fun going and participating in one of those activities. And if you don't do it again. Never do it again. You can say you did it once and that was it. And find extracurriculars. You can make some good friends from them. And if you end up hating it, leave it. There's no shame in leaving. Like, get out of your comfort zone, but don't do anything to the point of like you hate it. I think that's it, to be honest. Oh, one last thing. College. For all my juniors and seniors and even sophomores, if you're thinking about it, people make out college to be this super stressful thing. Like, if I don't get into my dream college, I'm a failure. First off, let me say, if college isn't for you and you really truly feel like, oh, I can't do school, I can't do college, that's your prerogative. Do what you want with your life. But don't stress college. I really dislike the people that were like, I have to study so hard for the SATs and I have to get this grade, and if I don't, I'm a failure and I won't get into my college. In my opinion, it's not where you go, it's what you make of your degree. There have been super successful people that first didn't even go to college, but the people that did go to college, they've been super successful and have gone to colleges that are not known at all, very small schools, and they've made it big. They went to a small college and did something great with their degree. It doesn't matter where you go, honestly. Don't stress it. I am a terrible test taker. I did terribly on the SATs. My camera's about to die. I gotta rush this. I did terrible on the SATs, but I applied to 3 colleges, 3 that I knew were in my range that I wanted to go to, and I got into them. Start your applications early, the earliest you can. Take a few nights and just grind and get those applications in. And then after you're done, you're gonna feel so much better. And whatever's meant to happen is meant to happen. You stressing about if you're gonna get into a certain school is not gonna persuade the school in any way. They're not gonna know you're stressed. So you stressing is just wasting personal energy and it's not doing anything good for you. If you're meant to go to a school, the universe has a plan and you will go to that school. Everything works itself out, don't stress it. Thank you for watching. My camera's about to die. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love you all so much. I hope I helped in some type of way. I kind of went on a lot of rants, but I think this was a pretty good video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. At the end of the day, just know your life is so short. Romanticize your life. Do what you want to do. Do what makes you happy. Don't conform for other people, but still get an education. School sucks, but get an education. I love you all so much. I'm literally balancing on a stool right now. I'm just balancing on a stool. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you like this video. Goodbye. Mwah. Guys, this is the culprit for all of our YouTube video problems today. Hello, say hi. Okay, come on, go on the couch.